Welcome to Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Valsang. In this video, Arithmetic Mean Part 3, we'll find solutions to problems where a frequency will be missing and also problems based on the combined mean. Problem 13. Given the mean is equal to 30.5 for the following distribution, find the missing frequency. In the first column, you have the x values as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and the frequencies are 8, 10. Then you have the missing frequency, which I'm denoting by F, 15, and 7. All the calculations, like I have mentioned earlier, will be shown in the pink column. Now, the given data is discrete data. So, discrete data means the x values and the frequencies will be given. So, the first step is to find out the sum of the frequencies. So, add up all the values in the F column except F, and when you do that, you get capital N equal to 40 plus the missing frequency, which is denoted by F. So, under solution, we write given x bar is equal to 30.5. Let F denote the missing frequency. Now write the formula of the arithmetic mean for discrete data. So consider x bar equal to summation fx divided by capital N. Now in the third column in the table, form the column fx. So the values are 80, 200, 30 f, 600, 350. So the total is summation fx is equal to 1230 plus 30f. Substituting in the arithmetic mean formula, you will get 30.5 is equal to 1230 plus 30f divided by 40 plus f. Cross multiplying, you will get 30.5 into 40 plus f is equal to 1230 plus 30f. Then multiply 30.5 with each term within the brackets. So you'll get 30.5 into 40 plus 30.5f is equal to 1230 plus 30f, which implies 1220 plus 30.f is equal to 1230 plus 30f. Rearranging the f terms on one side and the constant terms on the other side, you will get 30.5f minus 30f is equal to 1230 minus 1220, or which implies 0.5f is equal to 10, or f is equal to 10 divided by 0.5, which is equal to 20. Therefore, the missing frequency is 20. So problems based on the missing frequency are important from the examination point of view. Problem 14. Given the mean equal to 25 for the following distribution, find the missing frequency. The class intervals are 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30 to 34, and 35 to 39. The frequencies are 2, 7. The missing frequency is denoted by F, 9, 11, and 1. Now the first step is to find out the sum of the frequencies, that is capital N, which is equal to 30 plus F. Now the next important step is, since the class intervals are in the inclusive form, we first need to convert them into the exclusive form to get the modified class intervals. So the modified class intervals are 9.5 to 14.5, 14.5 to 19.5, 19.5 to 24.5, 24.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 34.5, and 34.5 to 39.5. Under solution, we first write given x bar is equal to 25. Let f denote the missing frequency. Now for a continuous data, the arithmetic mean is given by x bar equal to summation fx by capital N. Now form the fourth column as the midpoint x in the table. So how do you obtain the midpoint? It is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. And I mentioned in my previous videos also that even if we use the inclusive class interval or the exclusive class interval, the midpoint will remain the same. So 10 plus 14 divided by 2 will be equal to 12. The next midpoint is 17, 22, 27, 32 and 37. Then the next column in the table as fx, the values are 24, 119, 22f, 243, 352 and 37. Now add up all the fx values. So you'll get summation fx is equal to 775 plus 22f. Now going back to this solution, let us substitute in the mean formula. So which implies 25 equal to 775 plus 22f divided by 30 plus f. Then cross multiplying, you will get 25 into 30 plus f is equal to 775 plus 22f, which implies, now take 25 into each term within the bracket. So you will get 25 into 30 plus 25 into f is equal to 775 plus 22f, which implies 750 plus 25f is equal to 775 plus 22f, which implies 25f minus 22f is equal to 775 minus 750. This step we get by rearranging the terms. So the f terms we group it on the left hand side and the constant terms we group it on the right hand side. So which implies 3f is equal to 25 or f is equal to 25 by 3, which is equal to 8.33. Now a frequency should always be a whole number, so approximate it to 8. Therefore, the missing frequency is 8. Problem 15. For the following distribution, if x bar is equal to 45, find the missing frequency. First column class intervals are 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70 and 70 to 80. The frequencies are 5, 8, 7. The missing frequency is denoted by F, 28, 20, 10, 10. So let's find out capital N, which is equal to 88 plus F. The next step is to find out the midpoint of the class intervals, that is 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65 and 75. Then we find out fx values 25, 120, 175, 35f, 1260, 1100, 650, 750. So summation fx is equal to 4080 plus 35f. Then starting with the solution, write given x bar is equal to 25. Let f denote the missing frequency. Then consider x bar equal to summation fx by capital N, which is the formula of the mean for continuous data. Substituting the values which we know in this formula, you get 45 is equal to 4080 plus 35f divided by 88 plus f. Cross multiply. You will get 45 into 88 plus f is equal to 4080 plus 35f, or 45 into 88 plus 45f is equal to 4080 plus 35f. Simplifying further, you will get 3960 plus 45f is equal to 4080 plus 35f, or 45f minus 35f is equal to 4080 minus 3960, or 10f is equal to 120. F is equal to 120 divided by 10, which is equal to 12. Therefore, the missing frequency is 12. Problem 16. Suppose that 12 tires have been run on a group of test trucks and have shown an average of 13,618 miles. Similarly, 20 other tires have shown an average of 12,136 miles. What is the mean mileage of all the tires? Now, if you observe the problem, we have two different sets of data. In the first set, you have 12 tires and in the second set you have 20 tires, and you also observe that the word average is present in the problem. And the question asked is what is the mean mileage of all the tires? So we have to calculate the combined mean for problem number 16. So under solution, write given n1 is equal to 12, x bar 1 is the average for the first set of data, that is 13,618, then n2 is equal to 20 and x bar 2 is equal to 12,136. Now consider the combined mean. X bar 1 2 is equal to n1 x bar 1 plus n2 x bar 2 divided by n1 plus m2, which implies x bar 1 2 is equal to 12 into 13,618 plus 20 into 12,136 divided by 12 plus 20, or which is equal to 1,63,416 plus 24,270 divided by 32, which is equal to 4,06,136 divided by 32. Therefore, x bar 12 is equal to 12,691.75 miles, or the mean mileage of all the tires is 12,691.75. Problem 17. The mean wage of 100 laborers working in a factory running two shifts of 60 and 40 workers respectively is rupees 3,800. The mean wage of 60 laborers working in the morning shift is rupees 4,000. Find the mean wage of 40 laborers working in the evening shift. Again, in this problem, we have two different sets of data: laborers who are working in the morning shift and laborers who are working in the evening shift. The number of laborers working in both the shifts along with their mean wage is given. So under solution, we write the data which is given to us. So given n1 is equal to 60, x bar 12 is equal to 3,800, n2 is equal to 40 and x bar 1 is equal to 4,000. Consider the combined mean. X bar 12 is equal to n1 x bar 1 plus n2 x bar 2 divided by n1 plus n2. Substituting the values, which implies 3,800 is equal to 60 into 4,000 plus 40 x bar 2 divided by 100. Then you cross multiply, you will get 3,800 into 100 is equal to 2,40,000 plus 40 x bar 2. Simplifying further, we get 3,80,000 minus 2,40,000 is equal to 40 x bar 2, or 40 x bar 2 is equal to 1,40,000, or x bar 2 is equal to 1,40,000 divided by 40, which is equal to 3,500. Therefore, the mean wage of 40 laborers working in the evening shift is rupees 3,500. Problem 18. The mean annual salary paid to all the employees in a factory is rupees 50,000. The average salary paid to all the male workers is rupees 52,000 and to female workers is rupees 41,000. Determine the percentage of male and female workers. Since we have two sets of data given relating to male workers and female workers, we'll use the combined mean formula for two sets of data. So under solution, we'll first write let n1 denote the percentage of male workers and let n2 denote the percentage of female workers. Then write given x bar 12 is equal to 50,000, x bar 1 is equal to 52,000, x bar 2 is equal to 41,000. Now we will assume that n1 plus n2 is equal to 100, which implies n2 is equal to 100 minus n1. Then consider the combined mean. X bar 12 is equal to n1 x bar 1 plus n2 x bar 2 divided by n1 plus n2. Substituting the known values, you will get 50,000 is equal to n1 into 52,000 plus 100 minus n1 into 41,000 divided by 100. We have to cross multiply and then proceed with further calculations. So cross multiplying, we get the next step as 50 lakhs is equal to 52,000 N1 plus 41 lakhs minus 41,000 N1. Grouping the terms of N1 and the constant terms, we get 50 lakhs minus 41 lakhs is equal to 52,000 N1 minus 41,000 N1, or you will get 11,000 N1 is equal to 90 lakhs, or N1 is equal to 90 lakhs divided by 11,000, which is equal to 81.8, which I'll approximate to 82, and we know that N2 is equal to 100 minus N1. So substituting in that, you will get N2 as 100 minus 82, which is equal to 18. Therefore, the percentage of male workers is 82 and percentage of female workers is equal to 18. Problem 19. The average income of a group of 50 persons working in a factory was calculated to be 1,69,000. It was later found that one value was misread as 1,34,000 instead of the correct value 1,43,000. Calculate the correct average income. This problem is of a different kind, where we'll make use of the arithmetic mean formula for raw data. Now, in the problem, it is mentioned that the number of persons working in a factory was 50, and for these 50 persons, the average income was 1,69,000. So, under solution, we first write given the mean value, that is x bar is equal to 1,69,000 and n is equal to 50, because I am assuming the data to be raw data. Now also in the given part, we list down what was the wrong value and the correct value. So the wrong value is 1,34,000 and the correct value is equal to 1,43,000. Next, we start with the mean formula for raw data. Consider x bar equal to summation x divided by small n. Substituting the known values in the mean formula, we get 1,69,000 is equal to summation x divided by 50. Cross multiplying, you will get 1,69,000 into 50 is equal to summation x, which implies summation x is equal to 84,50,000, and this is called as the incorrect sum. Now we have to find out the correct sum, and that is denoted by summation x, which has the formula incorrect sum minus the wrong value plus the correct value. Substituting the terms, we get 84,50,000 minus 1,34,000 plus 1,43,000, which is equal to 84,59,000. The correct mean is denoted by x bar, which is equal to correct sum, which is nothing but summation x divided by n. So you get x bar is equal to 84,59,000 divided by 50, which is equal to 1,69,180. Therefore, the correct average income is rupees 1,69,180. Problem 19. The arithmetic mean of 20 values was 15. Later on, it was found that two values, 7 and 5, were misread as -7 and -5. Find out the correct mean. This problem is similar to problem number 18. Under solution, write given x bar is equal to 15, n is equal to 20. There are two wrong values, -7 and -5, and the correct values are 7 and 5. Let's start with the arithmetic mean formula for raw data. Consider x bar equal to summation x divided by n. which implies 15 is equal to summation x by 20. Then you cross multiply, so which implies 15 into 20 is equal to summation x, or summation x is equal to 300, and this is the incorrect sum because it was obtained using the wrong values instead of the correct values. So how do we find out the correct sum? The correct sum, summation x, is equal to incorrect sum minus the wrong values plus the correct values. The formula is important, so please do keep it in mind. Therefore, the correct sum, summation x, is equal to 300 minus, within brackets, you write the wrong values, minus 7 minus 5, plus, within brackets, the correct values, 7 plus 5. On simplification, you will get equal to 300 minus of minus 12 plus 12, which is equal to 300 plus 12 plus 12, which is equal to 324. So the correct mean x bar is equal to correct sum, summation x divided by n, or x bar is equal to 324 divided by 20, which is equal to 16.2. Therefore, the correct mean is 16.2. The problems explained in this video are important, so understand the concepts well and keep practicing. Thank you for watching, and in my next video, we'll learn some shortcut methods to calculate the arithmetic mean.